Good evening, class of 2028. How are we all doing? I like to hear that. My name is Luke Gately. I am a senior orientation leader for the wonderful Group 12. Shout out to y'all. And I just want to say that I appreciate all of you for being here tonight for one of our orientation traditions, lowering our shields. So, just 3 short years ago, I was sitting in these seats just like you all are tonight. And I'll be honest, back then I would act all nonchalant and really quiet, but on the inside, I was just feeling incredibly nervous. However, simply showing up to this program allowed me to begin my journey of growth. It gave me the opportunity to be vulnerable and step outside of my comfort zone. And I believe that we call this activity lowering our shields because to find real peace of mind, you must let the armor go. You need to take the mask off. And your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world, which is why it's so important to be vulnerable. Now, one of the most admirable qualities that I find in a leader is never asking somebody to do something that you wouldn't do yourself, which is why tonight we're going to have 5 beautiful leaders lower their shields and share their story of social connection. So please give them your undivided attention. First to the stage, would you please welcome?
We have Luke.
Does my body look normal to you guys? So, from a distance, you might not think that there's anything different about my body. And you might be surprised to learn that I have a condition called pectus excavatum. Pectus excavatum is a condition of the chest that causes your chest to sink in. And it appears in 200,000 people per year. Like, I basically have a big dent in my chest. And when I was younger, and I would look down at my body in the shower, I would see that my ribs went out further than, my ribs in my stomach went out further than my chest. And so I came to the conclusion that I was fat. And in an effort to change what I saw, I decided to stop eating breakfast. As a result, growing up, I struggled with my body image. And when I got to a certain age, I realized that I had a false idea of my body image. And I decided to ask my doctor why my chest didn't look like everyone else's, every other guy's chest. And after asking that question, I was presented with a choice. I could either undergo surgery to correct my chest, or I could continue my life as is because there were no negative health effects. Now, I don't know whether surgery was too scary for my 13-year-old self or I just didn't think it was necessary, but what I do know is that I consciously made the decision to accept my body for the way that it was. And whether I had got the surgery or not, I believe that I still would have had to learn how to accept myself for what I am. And what I learned from this experience is that even if you think that you're not smart enough or you're not cool enough or you're not prepared enough or you're just not enough in general, it's through self-acceptance that I was able to change my perception of myself from something negative into a tool for social connection. Like, for example, when I take my shirt off at the beach and a little kid comes up to me and goes, "Oh my God, what happened?" I can just joke with them about it. The point is, the way you perceive yourself can have an immense effect on the way you live your life. And I think that we call this lowering our shields because in order to find true peace in this world, you need to let the armor go. You need to accept yourself. The need to feel accepted can make you feel invisible in this world. So tonight, I invite you all to risk being seen in all of your glory. What each of the 5 of them just did was take on a challenge by choice. And last year I had the opportunity to share my story on this stage, and my life changed for the better. For once, I finally fully accepted myself, and I felt proud. The goal of lowering our shields is to embrace being vulnerable and stepping into the courage zone. However, there's no expectations about your story of social connection. There's no one right way to answer. The value of this opportunity and activity comes from being vulnerable and present. Everything in life is a process, the ability to step into the courage zone included. And tonight, I'll leave you with this. I encourage all of you to step into your courage zone and risk being seen, because I know that each and every single one of you is glorious. Right now, it's time for us to be present with each other, and whether you choose to share a story or not, your future starts in the now. You're now going to have the opportunity to lower your shields and share your stories of social connections with your group. So please remain seated while I'll dismiss you by family.